Sticky fingers.
TV.
Sticky fingers.
Boom! What up, dude? Today we are back with a brand new video. Today I want to talk about specialized e-bikes. Now I've actually got 3 videos on the specialized Turbo Vado e-bike, which is one of my favorite e-bikes out, despite the fact that it doesn't have a throttle or a removable battery. Now, Specialized announced that they are doing a system update in which they will reduce your top speed from 28 down to 20. And in order to get the update, you have to go to a Specialized dealer and they will update it for you. So I don't know who out there is going to voluntarily take their bike in and reduce their speed by 8 miles per hour. And I say that despite the fact that California just implemented brand new e-bike laws. However, 28 miles per hour on pedal assist is still legal, even in California, which just implemented some of the most strict e-bike laws out of any state. But again, Specialized bikes don't have a throttle. So the new update to Class 3, in which they said you can no longer have a throttle, doesn't actually affect Specialized because they are still within the law at 28. But for whatever reason, they want to reduce your speed down to 20. That's also something to keep in mind if you're getting your bike worked on for another reason. I would make sure to tell them not to do anything to mess with the settings because you could end up losing that extra 8 miles per hour. And that would be a bummer, at least for me. I know a lot of people don't care about that. You'll hear a ton of people in the comment section saying 20 is enough, or 20 is too fast to some people. In my opinion, 28 is not a crazy speed. So if I personally owned the Turbo Vado or the Turbo Vado 2 with the carbon frame, I personally don't think I would ever voluntarily have someone cap my speed at 20, especially when you pay thousands of dollars for these bikes. I think the Turbo Vado, depending on which generation you get, it's still going to cost you $2,000 plus, and that's on the low end. The new Turbo Vado 2 is between $6,000 to $8,000. So imagine paying about $7,000 for a bike and then losing that speed. I know I'd be pretty upset, and that extra speed would be a major selling point for me in getting the bike in the first place. So I personally would be super bummed if I lost that speed. So definitely something to be aware of. If you or anyone at a bike shop is working on the bike, I would definitely make sure to tell them not to do the update, unless you want the update in which you can instantly take your bike down to the shop and have them decrease your speed. On the plus side, it would conserve a lot more battery, so you could ride for longer. That's pretty cool. And other than that, I really can't think of any other reason to purposely reduce your max speed, especially when you're still within the law. I want to hear what you guys think. Is 20 more than plenty? Is 28 the sweet spot? Or would you prefer to have 30 miles per hour plus? I'd be content with 28 miles per hour on an electric road bike, which is what I mainly ride. That'd be like the Aventon Soltera 1 and 2, and then also, like I said, this Specialized Turbo Vado. It's like an incredibly expensive version of the Soltera, but you don't have a throttle, you don't have a removable battery, and your display screen is much smaller. But the bike itself is incredible, and it's incredibly light if you get the carbon one, and I'm jealous of anybody that owns one of these. If I could get my hands on the Turbo Vado 2 with the carbon frame, and if I could get the non 20 mile per hour capped version, the 28 mile per hour version, that would be perfect. But the specific version I looked at was literally $8,000. That's insane. $8,000 is the equivalent to 8 Aventon Soltera 2s. Literally 8 of them equal the price of one sick, specialized Turbo Vado 2 carbon frame in the gray with a touch of red. Holler at me, Specialized. I would love to ride this and make a million videos on it. Anyways, what do you think? Would you voluntarily do this update? Do you not care if you lose 8 miles per hour? Or would you be incredibly ticked off if you did lose 8 miles per hour after spending thousands of dollars? I want to know in the comment section below. And which company do you think is next? We just talked about Super 73 doing something very similar where they reduce the speed on all their bikes to 20 if you do the system update. So if you haven't seen that update, don't hit that update unless you want to lose your top speed. And something tells me if you have a Super 73, you're quite used to going a lot faster than 20 miles per hour. So that would really suck. I'd be super upset. On the phone, Super 73, what's good? Why did you do this? And what would they say? Well, the brand new e-bike laws in California, and also we're dealing with a class action lawsuit. If you haven't seen that video, check that out too. Also, let me know if there's any other news going on right now in the e-bike world that you'd like to see me cover on this channel. I'm always looking for the most up-to-date news in relation to e-bikes, and right now there's been a lot of news in regards to e-bike laws. You've also got e-bike incentives in some states, and in some states that's gone better than others. Also, I've been covering recently how these new laws, especially in California, have impacted e-bike brands and the way that they're going to have to market their bikes going forward, given the fact that they can no longer label certain bikes as e-bikes, which is very confusing. But if you've got an e-bike and it goes beyond 20 on throttle only, it's no longer labeled as a quote-unquote e-bike in the eyes of the law. So that's going to be interesting. I think a lot of companies are going to have to market their e-bikes as off-road e-bikes, if they can even still use the term e-bike within the title. That's going to cause a lot of confusion going forward as far as the titles for the bikes, and everyone is still very confused about what exactly they can still get away with in terms of an e-bike, because a lot of people have bikes that are quite a bit more powerful than what the states like California are wanting you to have. They're basically saying if you go beyond 20 miles per hour on throttle only, they want to treat you like a motorcycle. So that's going to get really complicated in terms of license, registration, where you can ride, things like that. More on that to come. Thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe. I'll see you on the next ride. Boom!
That it was crazy. Anyway, if you want a new electric bike, use my links and discount codes in the description below. Also, please like, subscribe, and say what's up in the comment section below. Check out another video right here, and check out another video right here. You decide. You're the boss.
Boom.
Perfect.
Boom.